Today, we shall learn the reactions due to the alpha hydrogen atom. The functional group is attached to one carbon atom. The immediate next carbon atom, we call it as alpha carbon atom. Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound we'll get. What is the meaning of cross aldol condensation? If we take a mixture of aldehydes, hello my dear students, welcome back to session 5 on the chapter aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Last class we studied about the reduction reactions and the oxidation reactions of aldehydes as well as ketones. Today we shall learn the reactions due to the alpha hydrogen atom as well as we learn some of the other reactions like Cannizzaro reaction and electrophilic substitution reactions. Okay. First we learn the reactions due to alpha hydrogen. Before I go into the reactions or what happens due to the presence of alpha hydrogen, you need to understand what exactly is an alpha hydrogen. For example, I will take CH3CHO. Now this is the functional group. The functional group is attached to one carbon atom. The immediate next carbon atom, we call it as alpha carbon atom, and the hydrogen which is attached to that, we call it as alpha hydrogen atom. In ketones also, for example, I have CH3COCH3. This is alpha carbon, this also is alpha carbon, and we have two alpha hydrogen atoms. Now, what is the nature of this alpha hydrogen atom? They are acidic. Okay. They are what? They are acidic. That means it can be given out very easily or it can be lost very easily. Reason for acidity of alpha hydrogen. Why exactly they are acidic? That is because the strong electron withdrawing effect of the carbonyl group and the resonance stabilization of the conjugate base. Now what happens is, for example, there is a nucleophile which is attacking, okay, which is there in the reaction or the reactant mixture. So if this is the nucleophile, what happens? In the presence of nucleophile and the carbonyl group, this carbonyl group is an electron withdrawing group. It tries to pull the electron towards itself, and the bond between the carbon and the alpha carbon and the alpha hydrogen atom will move to form the charge, and H plus ion will go with the nucleophile to form BH. Okay. Now, the carbon gets the negative charge. That is because it is taking up the electron of the hydrogen also, and that one pair of electron will form bond, and the carbon and oxygen double bond will go as charge on the oxygen. Okay. Same way, this charge can come as bond. This bond can again go as charge. So, there is a resonance stabilization if the alpha hydrogen is lost, and that is the reason why alpha hydrogen is acidic. So remember, if there is a nucleophile, the hydrogen, alpha hydrogen is easily lost as H plus ion. The carbon which is attached to gets the extra electron of hydrogen, that's why the negative charge. The negative charge can form bond, bond can form charge, again the charge can form bond, bond can form charge. So two resonance structures are there, and whenever there is resonance, we know it is having extra stability. That is the reason alpha hydrogen is more acidic. Okay. Now what are the reactions because of this alpha hydrogen? First one is aldol condensation or aldol reaction. Okay. Now what is the meaning of aldol condensation or aldol reaction? Aldehydes and ketones having at least one alpha hydrogen, should be there for aldol condensation to happen. Okay. In the presence of alpha hydrogen in an aldehyde or a ketone, and in the presence of dilute alkali as a catalyst, beta hydroxyaldehydes called as aldol is formed, and this is called as aldol reaction. Now, the aldol which is formed loses water to give alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, and this reaction is called as aldol condensation. So, what is it? An aldehyde or a ketone which contains alpha hydrogen atom reacts in the presence of alkali first to form an aldol. That aldol will lose water molecule, okay, to form alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, and this reaction is called as aldol condensation reaction. We'll see the example here. For example, we have ethanol, okay, that is CH3CH2. We need two molecules which is undergoing aldol reaction first. So I have, for example, I'll write it here, CH3C double bond OH, and I have one more CH3CHO group. Now these two will react in the presence of dilute NaOH, okay. Now what is the reaction? The alpha hydrogen of CH3 group goes to oxygen and the CH2 group gets added to carbon. I'll repeat again. This is one molecule, this is the second molecule. The second molecule's alpha hydrogen. See, this is alpha carbon, this is alpha hydrogen. Alpha hydrogen will go to oxygen and CH2CHO group will go to carbon to break the double bond. So you will get an addition product in which you have an alcohol as well as aldehyde. That's why aldol, aldehyde to ALD, alcohol to OL, aldol is formed, okay. So you get CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CHO. From this now, water molecule is removed, okay. That is this OH group with one hydrogen atom, it will go. That is water molecule, and a double bond is formed. So it's alpha beta. See, this is the aldehyde group. This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. That's why alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound we'll get. Okay. And here in this case, it is but-2-ene-1-al or 2-butanol. Okay. So I hope you have understood how to write this. One more example with ketone we have. Okay. So here you can see propanone. See, again I will write CH3C double bond O CH3. I have one more molecule of CH3CO CH3. This one, this is the functional group. This is alpha carbon. This is alpha carbon, alpha hydrogen, alpha hydrogen. Any one alpha hydrogen. Okay. So I'll consider this alpha hydrogen. One hydrogen will go to oxygen and the same alpha carbon atom will get attached to carbon to remove the double bond. So you will get CH3, CH, this CH3 is written here, OH is written here. What is remaining? CH2COCH3, CH2COCH3. So you will get an ketol here. In case of ketone, it is ketol which you get because you have a ketone group and an alcohol group. We call it as ketol. Further, water is removed here. Water from OH group and a carbon atom which has least number of hydrogen only you will have to remove. Okay. So you will get an alpha beta unsaturated compound, carbonyl compound, and here the name is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5. Anything I can take. So it is fourth carbon atom with methyl group, 4-methyl. Pent, third carbon atom, you have double bond, so 3-ene. Second carbon atom is the carbonyl group, so 2-one. Okay, so it is 4-methyl pent, 3-ene, 2-one. So you will get an alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound as the end product in aldol condensation reaction. Now both of this is very, very, very important. You do not have to show this one. You just have to learn the reaction and write it properly. This is only for you all to understand. I have written like this. Okay. So this is aldol condensation. Next is cross aldol condensation. What is cross aldol condensation? Now if we take a mixture of two aldehydes or two ketones, okay, And if aldol reaction is happening, then we call it as cross-aldol condensation. During cross-aldol condensation, if you have mixture of two aldehydes, then 4 products can be formed. We'll understand with the example of ethanol and propanol as the reactants. Okay. So, if I take for example CH3CHO reacts with one more CH3CHO group, then the product which is formed is CH3CHOH CH2CHO. From this water molecule is removed, you will get CH3CH double bond CH That is the first product. Next one is when CH3CH2C double bond OH plus CH2 I will write, that is CH3 I will write it down, and CHO. Why did I write it this way? Because it is alpha hydrogen. This is beta. This is alpha. See, this is alpha, this is beta hydrogen. So, from here only it has to react, not beta hydrogen. Okay. So, what is the product formed? I'll get CH3, CH2. For this OH will come. This becomes CH as it is. Now, what is getting this carbon atom? Alpha carbon atom is getting bonded. So, it is CH, CH3, CHO. From this water molecule when it is removed, then you will get CH3, CH2, CH double bond C, CH3, CHO. 2-methyl pent 2-enol. Okay. This is self-condensation. 2 reactants also were ethanol, 2 reactants also was propanol. Now, ethanol and propanol, when these two mix and react, you will get another 2 products. Okay. Now, if for this one, if this is getting added up, then you will get the product as CH3, CH, OH, C, CH3, CH, CHO. From this, water is getting removed and you will get it as CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CH3, CHO. This is the product what you will get. Okay. Now, if this ethanol is adding on to propanol, okay, then what you will get? So, I am taking CH3, CH2, CHO, to which I am adding CH3, CHO. Then I will get CH3, CH2, CH, OH, CH2, CHO. And from this water is removed. So, I will get CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH, CHO, pent 2-enol. So, I hope you have understood how we are getting 4 different products. First 2 products is by simple or self-aldol condensation. Ethanol with ethanol, propanol with propanol will give these 2 products. Next, when propanol is adding to ethanol, this is the product. When ethanol is adding to propanol, you will get this product. Okay. So, that is the reason we call it as cross-aldol condensation. Okay. So, this is one example which you need to know. The second example is ketones can also be used as the component in cross-aldol reaction. We have one example where we are taking an aldehyde and a ketone. Okay. This is benzaldehyde and this is acetophenone. Now, what is happening here? Here you can see alpha hydrogen. This one does not have alpha hydrogen at all. How is that, ma'am? You are telling that is no alpha hydrogen. Of course, here see on the benzene ring. Okay, this is the benzene ring. Carbon, 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 carbon. You have one hydrogen. And alternating double bond. Correct? And this hydrogen has been replaced by CHO group. So, this is the alpha carbon atom. Does it have hydrogen? No. So on benzaldehyde there is no alpha hydrogen, but on acetophenone there is alpha hydrogen because this is the carbonyl group. This is alpha carbon which has got alpha hydrogen. But on benzene ring no hydrogen is there. So what happens here is this acts on this. Okay. So you will get the product as CHOH, okay, to this CH2CO benzene ring. This is the intermediate product, that is the aldol, or I can tell to be precise ketol, which is formed. From here water is removed. So you will get benzene ring, CH double bond CHCO CH3. CO benzene ring again, or the phenyl group. So we call it as 1,3 diphenyl prop 2-ene-1-one. Now what is this naming? It is 1, 2, 3. For first carbon atom, one phenyl group. For third carbon atom, one phenyl group. So 1,3 diphenyl. Prop, because longest chain is 3 carbon atoms. Prop. 2-ene. That is second and third carbon atom, double bond is there. First carbon atom is ketone, so 1-ol. Okay. Or benzyl acetophenone is the major product which is formed here. Okay. So here you get only one product, not much of any other byproducts is there. So this is the major product which you need to know. Okay. So that's about the cross aldol condensation. Next, the other reactions we shall learn. Under that, first one we have is Cannizzaro reaction. Again, a very important reaction. Aldehydes which do not have an alpha hydrogen atom undergoes self-oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction reactions together, if it happens, we call it as disproportionation reaction. Correct? In the presence of concentrated alkali is called as Cannizzaro reaction. So what is happening? The aldehydes or ketones which does not have, it should not have alpha hydrogen atom, they will undergo self-disproportionation reaction to give different products in the presence of concentrated alkali. So here what exactly is happening? In formaldehyde, okay, we have no alpha hydrogen atom as I told you all. So here the double bond is broken, here one hydrogen gets added up, here one hydrogen gets added up, you will get methanol. Okay. And what exactly happens here? HCO group remains as it is. Here OK, oxygen with potassium gets added up, or I can tell this hydrogen atom can move there and OK will get added up. One more hydrogen atom is the one which is coming over here. So you will get methanol alcohol group, and potassium formate is what is the product. Similarly, benzaldehyde also does not have alpha hydrogen. I already explained this, isn't it? So what happens here is, for the carbon oxygen double bond, for carbon one hydrogen, oxygen one hydrogen gets added up. So you'll get benzyl alcohol, and also the aldehyde gets converted to COONA group, that is sodium benzoate. Okay. This is Cannizzaro reaction, oxidation and reduction. So you'll get an alcohol and a salt of a carboxylic acid. Okay. Next is electrophilic substitution reaction. Under electrophilic substitution reaction, here what you need to remember is carbonyl group is a deactivating group and a meta-directing group. Okay. So if we have, for example, benzaldehyde, nitrating mixture, that is HNO3 and H2SO4 at 273 to 283 Kelvin. We call this as nitrating mixture, and the electrophile is NO2. The NO2 group gets added up to the meta position. So if this is the substituent, we know this is ortho position, this also is ortho, this is para position. So these two are meta position. Any one position NO2 group can come. So you can see there is NO2 group in the meta position, and the name of this compound is meta nitro benzaldehyde. Okay, so you have just one electrophilic substitution reaction, that is nitration, in this particular chapter. Okay, so next we learn about the uses of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones have a lot of uses. First is they are used as the solvent. They are starting material in synthesis of many products. For example, formaldehyde is used as formalin, that is 40% of formaldehyde is called as formalin, which is used in preserving the biological specimen. Formaldehyde is also used in preparation of bakelite, urea formaldehyde, glues and other polymer products. Acetaldehyde is used in manufacture of acetic acid, ethyl acetate, vinyl acetate, polymers and drugs. Benzaldehyde is used in perfumery industries and dye industries. Butyraldehyde, vanillin, camphor, etc. are very well known compounds which has flavor and fragrance. And also acetone and ethyl methyl ketone is a common solvent which is used in industries. So these are the uses of aldehydes and ketones. Next class, we shall start with carboxylic acids. Okay. So I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you, my dear children. Stay tuned, stay focused.